Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Hot Toys Iron Man 3 Special Edition Workshop Accessories Set. This is perfect for adding the nice little touches to your existing 1/6 scale Tony Stark figures. You also get a couple of heads, ideal for the Mark 7, and we'll show you all that when we get this out of packaging. This comes to us from the folks over at Hot Toys, and it comes packaged in these styrofoam cases, similarly to what we've seen before as well. Down below it says ACS 002. And I guess really for the most part everything that you're getting is visibly shown on the front window here. Spin around to the back of the package, your full contents, suit up time. Add these accessories to your Hot Toys Iron Man collection. Again, some accessories perfect for the Mark 42, accessories perfect for the Mark 7, and for Tony Stark. This comes to us from the folks over at Hot Toys. And I'll provide the link down below, so if you guys are interested in picking this accessory set up for yourself, the link will be down below. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Hot Toys Iron Man 3 Workshop Accessories Set. Don't go anywhere, guys. There's more heading your way. Stay tuned. It isn't until you really get the contents out of box that you really start to see the vast amount of accessories that you come included with the Workshop Accessories set. The interesting thing to note as well is that it's one of the few Hot Toys releases I've seen where you actually get stickers included as well. The Road Warrior Maximum Power stickers are intended to go onto the sides, top, and front of the battery that's included. And just showing you guys, we'll take the one sticker and stick it onto the front. I want to make sure it's nice and straight and accurate. Lining it up, it's especially for being a Hot Toys piece, you want to make sure that you got those stickers on correctly. But the stickers actually go on the fronts, on either side, front and back, and on the sides of the battery. Actually, nothing does go on the top, it's just completely visible. But your stickers will go on the front, sides, and back. The other thing really too is if you have any issues putting on the stickers, well, at least Hot Toys got you covered. They give you several extra stickers to allot for any hiccups that you might have putting them on. While we're on the topic of batteries as well, Hot Toys also gives you a couple of wires, connected wires, where you're going to want to plug these into the corresponding sides of the battery. Now the instructions actually go as far as to say that you would want to put the red cable into the positive side and the black cable into the negative side. So they are pretty accurate, and those plus and negative points are even marked on the battery. With the wires in place, this section right here would go into the undercarriage of the torso of your Mark 42 die-cast 1/6 scale figure. Sadly, Spot doesn't actually have a Mark 42, but you would have to imagine that this piece right here would again go right underneath the torso section of the Mark 42. A really nice touch and a good nod to Iron Man 3, where Tony would be using this battery. The accessories you'll get in this set are a series of blueprints, each featuring different aspects of the armor. Mark 42 armor, Stark Industries. They are just straight paper blueprints, schematics, but you know, if you're going to be placing them, for example, on the table, we'll have a look in a second, it adds for a really nice way to display the pieces. You'll also get two magazines, one being the weekly Hot News 609 Iron Man Saves the Day. And actually, on the inside of the magazine, it's an actual magazine, right down to text. Now, unfortunately, it says Battle of New York Save the Day, but the text is so incredibly small, I can't even make out what it actually says. It says the Iron Man hero, the Iron Hero, I am Iron Man. And actually a content list in there as well. To think that, Clean Energy, Stark Industries, to think that magazines this small could have even still something legible, though again, very small for Spot to see with his eyes, is a really nice touch. The other one is the H. Tony Stark, Unbeing Iron Man, Hero of Our Time. And once again, if you can actually flip through it, and they have images as well as table of contents and a summary of the events of Iron Man and Tony Stark. Those are really neat touches, and again, something I can just kind of put on top of the table. And looking further on that table, it's a wheeled table. It actually has wheeled casters underneath that spin, so you can actually take it and spin the table around. I feel as if it's been used before, being that there's that little mark right there. I'm wondering if it's actually the same table, at least from the surface end of it, that has been used with the interrogation scene Joker, where perhaps that would have been the hole where that pencil would have gone in. It has been, of course, just changed out slightly, and I'm thinking that is the same table, but I like the fact that they include casters where the table could actually spin. 2 levels as well, so it gives you the option of storing not only the accessories that you're getting in this set, but also other accessories that would have come with previous released Tonys. You get also a light-up display base, which has a little ball joint on the top there, and comes included with a Mark 7 head. The head can peg into place like so, and you can have it light up. The underside, you would only require to add the batteries. Luckily, batteries are included in this set. The batteries are just on the side here. We'll get those installed, and the base will then light up. Batteries are also LR1130 batteries, so they are pretty easy to come across. You can go to any store that sells batteries, and you should be able to have replacements. I like the fact that you get included batteries, but I love the fact that they're not already installed. You can install them yourselves, guaranteeing that you're not going to worry that the batteries are going to leak over time. The base, when lit up, produces a bright light, though more of a soft white light than anything else, and is a great way to display the piece. Though really the helmet itself won't light up, it won't be part of this, but at least this section lights up, and it's a great way, again, to display the helmet. What you can also do too is unpeg the helmet, just like so, and just put that to the side, and you can take this whole apparatus here and pull this off. Put that to the side, and you can take a swappable piece that says 3, Iron Man 3, and again, those, see there's 4 slots. As long as you line those 4 slots up with the grooves and snap it into place. Snap it into place, making sure, of course, you've got that lined up, and Spot didn't. You actually have to take, right there, there's 2 longer slots and 2 shorter slots, making sure, of course, you've got the right slots in the right places. Just like so. And when you turn that on, then you've got the Iron Man 3 logo lit up. Not bad. I like that you at least get an option to change it out, but I might probably just stick more so with this piece. That way I can have the Mark 7 helmet displayed. Showing you guys a better look at the Mark 7 helmet. It is pretty much the Mark 7 helmet that we've gotten with the previous released Avengers Mark 7 Iron Man. Right down to the faceplate being removed. Little pull tab in there as well, and you can also light it up. And I seem to recall this seems brighter than the original Mark 7 helmet that we got included with that figure. And again, because it has that ball joint socket, it means as well that you can swap it out with the existing Mark 7 Iron Man if you have it in your collection. Now realistically, your Mark 7 would have likely had this helmet anyways, but I do like the fact that at least if they're going to give us a helmet, give us one that we can at least swap out with an Iron Man that we already have. Probably time for Spot to change out the helmet anyways, because I really wanted to get away from the battle damaged helmet that I had him displayed with for so long. A great way for me to now change it out with the one from the accessories workshop. You get as well a secondary Iron Man head, this one extremely damaged. The downside to this one, though, is it's just hollow. You wouldn't be able to use it with an existing Iron Man body. I guess really they could have put a secondary ball joint socket in there, but the intent with this particular helmet is it's something that's going to be more so displayed on the table and not on on an existing Iron Man that you have. This is still a really cool piece. Just to show you guys a closer look on that helmet. Very badly scratched, the big gash down the front of his faceplate. I wish this could have been, again, ball jointed, but even if I'm going to have this on the workshop table, I'm still happy. The other accessory I wanted to show you was actually a piece I should have shown you when we were looking at this actual light up stand. You get a secondary ball joint, and the idea is that you can pull the existing ball joint out of the light up base, and the much larger ball joint is accommodating the Iron Patriot or the War Machine, the die cast pieces where you would need the larger ball joint. So you can, I like that you can actually swap it out and change it so that really the helmets that you're not using at any given point, you can display any one of them on this extra display stand. With the light up options, it's a great way, again, to display those helmets. Additional accessories are of Mark 42, or really just red suit repulsor blasts. Now these do give you also the option of light ups if you want to use them with an existing Iron Man and have those light up, but you just get a pair of extra hands. You get yourself a screwdriver and a pair of working pliers. You get yourself a visor, which have made appearances before with previous release Tonys. You get a pair of construction bicep armor pieces, which are hinged and they can open up and go onto a Tony Stark. And you get yourself a pair of homemade repulsor blasts. To show you how those extra pieces look, Spot's got his Tony the Mechanic 1/6 scale figure. Sadly, I don't have the original Tony Stark. That probably would be more suited to show you those pieces, but you can take any one of those pieces and add them on to your existing Tony. You have a finished look that looks like this. I love the bicep armor pieces. Certainly, I love also the homemade repulsor blast. Yes, ideally it wouldn't really accommodate this particular Tony Stark, as it's really more suited for the test suit Tony, but still, this is what Spot has available, and I think the overall look is still there. So really at the end of the day, when you're looking at the workshop accessories table and all the accessories that come with it, the question you probably ask yourself, well, how much is it worth? The cost of the unit is, cost of everything that you guys have been seeing, you're looking at $120, $124 for all of it. I would say it probably should have only been closer to maybe like anywhere from an $80 to $100 price point. It's realistically, if you're collecting a lot of the Iron Man pieces, you probably already have, especially if you've been collecting like the Tony Starks, you probably have a lot of these pieces already. It is a nice touch to get the inclusion of the really badly damaged helmet, and I like the light up base. The question is, is it worth $120? I feel as if possibly no. Really, it should have been, I think, staying under $100 price point, really, for everything that you're seeing here. The extra hands are sure a nice touch. The extra bicep armor pieces are nice touches. But I think like we've seen a lot of these pieces before. The inclusion of the table, I think, offsets those costs. That if it was at least just the accessories, I would think that it's at least you're getting the table. Does the table really make it worth $120? Possibly no. However, I would say though, if you are collecting the Tony Stark figures and you're really just filling out a workshop from where Tony would work and build his machines and suits from, extra little accessories are always a nice touch. Extra inclusions of things like the batteries are nice touches. That I would say if you're really a die-hard Tony Stark / Iron Man diorama collector, absolutely, these are really neat accessories to add on to your existing collection. But I don't feel like a casual Iron Man collector would necessarily be scoping to pick up this particular set. Die-hard collectors, yes, filling out a workshop, but as a casual Iron Man collector, I would probably say no. If you guys are certainly interested, though, in checking out and picking up the workshop accessory set for yourself, Spot's going to provide the link down below. You guys can head over to sideshowcollectibles.com. The beauty of it as well is something that, such as this, that's $120, you can also break up by installment plans. And that's really always the go-to place for me when it comes to picking up 1/6 scale figures. It allows me the option of, instead of paying a lump sum, $300, $200 to $300 for a piece, I can always break it up by installments, and that is always a must for me. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the Hot Toys Iron Man 3 Workshop Accessories set. If you guys have had a chance to pick this up or planning to pick it up, let me know down below and let me know your thoughts on this particular set. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way. I certainly thank you guys for watching. See you next time.